Have you ever wondered about the life of Cleopatra, the last active ruler of Egypt's Ptolemaic Kingdom? Born in either 70 or 69 BC, Cleopatra was not merely a figurehead, but a well-educated and politically astute leader. From the bustling royal court of Alexandria, she was exposed to the mechanics of power from a tender age. The intricate dance of politics and the delicate balance of power were her lullabies, shaping her into a formidable woman of wisdom and strategy. However, her childhood was not without its fair share of turmoil. Her father, the Pharaoh, was ousted from power and exiled, a stark reminder of the fleeting nature of authority and the ever-present threat of political instability. This forced Cleopatra herself to flee Egypt, a harsh lesson in survival that would serve her well in the years to come. Though she was a princess in exile, Cleopatra was never one to be underestimated. She was known for her intelligence and political acumen, traits that she had nurtured from a young age. Even in exile, she did not rest on her laurels. Instead, she used this time to hone her skills, preparing herself for the eventual struggle for power that awaited her upon her return to Egypt. This dramatic beginning set the stage for a life filled with power struggles, political alliances, and a legendary love story. But how did Cleopatra, a young exiled princess, become one of the most powerful rulers in history? After being exiled from her own kingdom, Cleopatra returned to Egypt with a new vision and an ironclad determination. Being a woman of extraordinary intellect and cunning, she knew she needed more than just rightful claim to reclaim her throne. Her strategy was to form alliances with the mightiest of Roman leaders. Cleopatra was born into a world of political turmoil. Her father, the Pharaoh, passed away when she was 18, leaving her the throne and her younger brother as her co-regent. The ancient Egyptian custom of marrying within the royal family meant Cleopatra was wedded to her brother, but she was not one to share power. This led to a fierce power struggle between the siblings. Cleopatra was forced to flee Egypt when her brother's advisors turned against her, but she wasn't one to accept defeat. Instead, she saw this as an opportunity to consolidate her power, and she did so by aligning herself with Julius Caesar, one of Rome's most powerful leaders at the time. This strategic alliance was a game-changer. With Caesar's support, Cleopatra not only regained her throne but also managed to reinforce her position as Egypt's definitive ruler. The alliance also produced a son, Caesarion, further solidifying her standing. But her journey didn't end there. She was a shrewd tactician who knew the importance of alliances. After Caesar's assassination, she aligned herself with Mark Antony, another powerful Roman leader. This alliance not only helped her maintain her position, but also allowed her to expand her kingdom. Cleopatra's cunning and determination allowed her to rise above the challenges and secure her place on the throne. Her journey from an exiled princess to one of the most influential rulers of her time is a testament to her intelligence, strategic thinking, and relentless pursuit of power. So, what about the famous love affairs that have become synonymous with Cleopatra's name? Well, they were far more than just passionate romances. They were strategic alliances that shaped the course of history. Let's start with Julius Caesar. Cleopatra's relationship with Caesar was a potent mix of power and passion. Their alliance not only solidified her position as the ruler of Egypt, but also had significant political implications. Their bond was so strong that it led to the birth of a son, Caesarion. Cleopatra was a cunning strategist, and through her relationship with Caesar, she hoped to secure her son's future as a ruler. But Cleopatra's alliances didn't stop with Caesar. After his assassination, she set her sights on another powerful Roman, Mark Antony. Their relationship was both a political alliance and a passionate love affair. Mark Antony, captivated by Cleopatra's charm and wit, became a staunch ally and fathered 3 of her children. Together, they formed a formidable political force. However, these alliances weren't without their consequences. Cleopatra's association with Mark Antony led to conflict with Octavian, Caesar's adopted son. The power dynamics of the Roman Empire were shifting, and Cleopatra found herself at the heart of it all. The influence of these relationships on Cleopatra's reign was profound. They not only helped her maintain power in Egypt but also allowed her to exert influence over the Roman Empire. Cleopatra's alliances with Caesar and Antony were more than just love affairs. They were strategic moves in a high-stakes game of power and politics. Cleopatra was a mastermind in the art of alliance and diplomacy, using her charm and intelligence to navigate the treacherous waters of power. She played a significant role in shaping the political landscape of her time, and her calculated alliances with two of the most powerful men in Rome are testament to her astuteness as a leader. These alliances not only shaped Cleopatra's reign, but also left an indelible mark on history. But how did such a powerful and influential ruler meet her end? Cleopatra's downfall was not sudden, but rather a series of unfortunate events, starting with a conflict with Octavian, the future first emperor of Rome. Octavian, a cunning and ambitious man, was not as easily swayed by Cleopatra's charm as his predecessors. Instead, he saw her as a threat to his own power and Rome's dominance. The tension between Cleopatra and Octavian eventually led to the infamous Battle of Actium in 31 BC. This was not just a battle between two powerful individuals, but a standoff between two great empires. Cleopatra and Antony, with their combined forces, were determined to secure their reign. Unfortunately, they faced a crushing defeat, marking the beginning of the end for Cleopatra's rule. The aftermath of the battle was equally tragic. Antony, believing a false rumor of Cleopatra's death, took his own life. When Cleopatra learned of Antony's death, she was filled with grief. The woman who had once been the Queen of Egypt, known for her intelligence, beauty, and political savvy, was now alone and defeated. The final act of Cleopatra's life is shrouded in mystery. It is said that she committed suicide, choosing to join Antony in death rather than live under Octavian's rule. The method of her suicide remains a subject of debate among historians. Some say she allowed herself to be bitten by a venomous asp, while others suggest she used a poisonous ointment. Regardless of the method, Cleopatra's death marked the end of an era. It signified the end of the Ptolemaic dynasty and the start of Roman rule in Egypt. Thus, the reign of Cleopatra, a ruler of legend, came to a tragic end. Cleopatra's life was full of intrigue and drama, but what is her legacy? This legendary queen, born into turmoil and thrust into power, left an indelible mark on history. From her early life, Cleopatra was resilient, overcoming exile and political upheaval to claim her rightful place as Egypt's ruler. Her intelligence was her most powerful tool, and she wielded it with precision and grace. Fluent in several languages, she was a diplomat of the highest order, forging alliances that would shape the future of her kingdom. Cleopatra's political savvy was equally as impressive. She knew how to play the game of thrones, forming strategic partnerships with some of the most powerful men of her time, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. These alliances not only reinforced her position of power but also placed Egypt at the center of Roman politics, a testament to her cunning and strategic thinking. But Cleopatra was not just a political figure. She was also a mother, a lover, and a woman of immense determination. Despite the many challenges she faced, she never backed down. She fought for her people, her children, and her right to rule, even when the odds were stacked against her. And while her life may have ended in tragedy, Cleopatra's story did not. Her legacy lives on, immortalized in the annals of history and in the hearts of those who admire her. She is remembered not just for her beauty, but for her intellect, her courage, and her unwavering resolve. Cleopatra's impact on history is undeniable. She has become a symbol of female power and resilience, a beacon for women in leadership roles today. Her life is a testament to the fact that women can rule, can lead, and can change the world. From a young exiled princess to a legendary queen, Cleopatra's life is a testament to her strength and her ability to navigate the treacherous waters of politics and power.